For those who are not in the Hollywood world, what is wrong with her taking over the film?
I've never seen it before in my 30-plus year career in Hollywood. And an executive producer is below a producer in the film world. An executive producer signed up to be an executive producer, and that's it.
It is important in times like these to have a distraction. And that's why I want to personally extend my gratitude to Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. Thank you for providing us with that distraction. I'm grateful. I think we're all grateful. And I think we're good.
Y'all, you won't believe the absolute bombshell that just dropped in Hollywood. Blake Lively, yes, the Blake Lively, has literally fled the country. And honey, the industry is shook to its core. And trust me, this isn't just your regular celebrity drama. We're talking months of simmering tension between Blake and director Justin Baldoni that finally boiled over. The tea? It's scalding hot, especially after Justin dropped what he's calling damaging evidence. In this age of Twitter fingers and Instagram stories, speculation is spreading faster than a wildfire in California. Everyone's asking, is our girl Blake running from the truth? Or is she just trying to protect herself? Or maybe, just maybe, it's both. Let me take you back to where this whole mess started. Picture this. Justin Baldoni, known for making audiences cry with his emotional storytelling, picks Blake for his latest project. On paper, it was perfect. Blake's polished performances and devoted fan base seemed like a match made in Hollywood heaven. Initially, it was all sunshine and rainbows. Justin couldn't stop gushing about her enthusiasm. And Blake was practically glowing whenever she talked about this meaningful adaptation. But darling, you know how these things go. As filming progressed, whispers started circulating. Crew members noticed Blake's usually sunny demeanor clouding over. And her interactions with Justin? Ice cold, especially since he wasn't just directing. He had his fingers in every pie as co-writer and star. Some say his control freak tendencies left zero room for anyone else's creative input. Blake's discomfort became more obvious by the day. She'd make these little digs about Justin's intensity and looked like she'd rather be anywhere else when people praised him.
The times where people ignore the red flags and say, let's just keep pushing, those are the times where you fail. The majority of things that we're buying are created by men. You always learn more from your failures than you do your successes. I love creating, and I think that as women, you're not often given authorship, yet women represent 85% of people making purchases in homes across all categories.
But wait, it gets juicier. What started as behind-the-scenes drama exploded into the public eye when the press started painting Blake as this difficult diva. Did she take it lying down? Absolutely not. She clapped back, accusing Justin of manipulating the media to trash her image and maintain his iron grip on the project. In today's number Me Too era, Blake's story struck a chord. She painted a picture of being silenced and ignored, with Justin playing the role of the typical male director stomping all over his female lead's input. The public ate it up until Justin dropped his first bomb. Unedited text messages that turned the narrative on its head. These weren't just any texts, honey. They showed Justin practically bending over backward to accommodate Blake, constantly asking for her opinion, juggling schedules to make her happy. But the real gag? References to Blake threatening to unleash her dragons, including hubby Ryan Reynolds, if Justin didn't play ball her way. Suddenly, our supposed victim wasn't looking so victimized anymore. Speaking of Ryan Reynolds, he got dragged into this mess faster than you can say Deadpool. The internet was buzzing. Was Hollywood's favorite funny man secretly pulling strings behind the scenes? But before anyone could dig deeper into that rabbit hole, Blake's own attorney dropped her like a hot potato. Their parting statement? Let's just say it heavily implied that Blake's version of events might have been more fiction than fact. But Justin wasn't done spilling the tea. He came through with more receipts than a shopaholic after Black Friday. These new messages painted a complete timeline from pre-production to wrap, showing Justin as the poster child for conflict resolution. He was apologizing for mix-ups, offering schedule changes, practically begging Blake to speak her mind. Then came the nuclear bomb. Messages from Blake to her inner circle leaked, exposing what looks like a calculated plan to smear Justin's reputation. She even discussed timing allegations about postpartum struggles or safety concerns to overshadow the film's publicity. While Ryan wasn't directly named in these texts, those mysterious dragons kept popping up, suggesting Blake had some serious backup in her corner. And then, just like that, poof! Blake vanished faster than my last diet resolution. She ghosted major events, went completely MIA, and then someone leaked flight manifests showing she'd hopped on a private jet with barely any luggage. The paparazzi caught her at the airport looking like a spy movie character. Dark glasses, hat pulled low, totally avoiding her usual friendly banter with fans.
We've come across evidence that shows that even her own representatives knew that she was threatening and mean and tough and wanted to get her way. This is not something that we wanted out there. It's not something that Justin wanted out there. In fact, it hurts the movie. It doesn't help the movie.
The internet practically broke trying to figure out what was happening. Was Blake running from legal troubles, or was she just over the drama? Team Blake supporters argued that anyone would crack under such intense scrutiny, while critics saw her disappearing act as basically admitting guilt. Justin's response, cool as a cucumber. He kept it classy, focusing on protecting his film and reputation while expressing regret about the whole mess. But he made sure to point out that those new messages made it crystal clear who started the smear campaign. Poor Ryan Reynolds got caught in the crossfire. Rumored to be Blake's behind-the-scenes warrior, he suddenly found himself in a PR nightmare. Sources say he's been frantically calling every PR firm and lawyer in town, trying to save his own career. For a guy known for making us laugh, this is definitely not funny. TJ Miller, who'd previously called out Ryan's involvement, decided to let the new evidence do the talking, at least for now. The industry is absolutely gagged by how quickly this escalated. Blake and Ryan, once Hollywood's golden couple known for their perfect image and adorable social media banter, are watching their carefully crafted brand crumble. Word on the street is that some producers are already side-eyeing future projects with them. As one exec spilled, anonymously of course, when A-listers get caught trying to destroy a director's reputation, nobody wants to risk working with them. The crew from Justin's film? They're breathing sighs of relief. Turns out the set wasn't the toxic wasteland Blake had implied, just your regular Hollywood production with its usual ups and downs. Nothing worth this level of drama. Meanwhile, everyone's playing Where in the World is Blake Lively? Social media is lighting up with supposed sightings at some fancy European celebrity hideaway. Someone claiming to be hotel staff swears they saw her checking in under an alias, but the paparazzi have turned up empty-handed. Let me tell you what it was like also collaborating with BL. Oh, she's a creative force. She's a genius. She was involved in every aspect of this production, and everything she touched, she made better. It's wild how quickly the mighty can fall in Hollywood. Just months ago, Blake was everyone's darling, praised for her charm, her good works, and that perfectly curated Instagram feed. Now, those cracks in her image are impossible to ignore, especially since she bolted right when Justin dropped his receipts. Justin's keeping his cool, promising the film will still hit theaters as planned. He's trying to shift focus back to the actual movie instead of all this behind-the-scenes drama. The cast is rallying behind him, turning this whole mess into a cautionary tale about what happens when star power goes unchecked.
For those who are not in the Hollywood world, what is wrong with her taking over the film?
I've never seen it before in my 30-plus year career in Hollywood. And an executive producer is below a producer in the film world. An executive producer signed up to be an executive producer, and that's it.
If there's one thing this saga teaches us, it's that in Hollywood, your text can come back to haunt you faster than a bad spray tan. Justin's steady approach and focus on the film has really resonated with an industry that's getting pretty tired of star-driven drama. Blake's sudden vanishing act, whether it was sparked by those damning texts or not, has completely transformed her image. Remember when she was known for lighting up red carpets with that million-dollar smile and witty charm? Now, all anyone can talk about is controversy, manipulation, and her mysterious disappearance to parts unknown. As the days turn into weeks, fans are desperately waiting for any sign of Blake, a heartfelt Instagram post, a candid photo from some far-flung locale, or maybe even a proper explanation for why she went AWOL. The theories are wild. Some paint her as a calculating puppet master, others as a misunderstood victim of circumstance. Meanwhile, Justin keeps pushing forward with his film. TJ Miller's watching from the sidelines, ready to spill more tea if needed. And Hollywood's learning yet another lesson about how quickly those carefully crafted images can shatter. Blake's dramatic exit is the talk of Tinseltown. One minute, you're the star of a hot new film. The next, you're sneaking onto a private jet, hoping distance will quiet the storm of receipts, revelations, and a director who refused to let his work be twisted into something it wasn't.